Hey y'all, so today I'm going to show y'all how I made this cute welcome sign. So let's jump right on into it. So first off, y'all go ahead and grab all y'all supplies and everything. I had most of my stuff already. I purchased this wood sign from Hobby Lobby for $11, well $12, and I already had everything except the polyacrylic, which I purchased from Walmart. So here I am just staining my wood sign, and while I let that dry, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the design space to get ready to cut my design out with my Cricut. And this is what y'all see here. So what I did was came up with multiple designs and sent it to her and let her choose which one she liked, and I added my own little razzle dazzle on it. Now I'm not a pro at design space. I watched a couple of YouTube videos and did my own thing and pretty much hope and pray that it came out like I wanted it. And this is how the board looked after I let the stain dry after 2 coats. I think I did 2 coats of stain and I loved it. If you want darker or lighter, you just use darker or lighter stain. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my painter's tape and tape off the side because of the look that I was going for. I wanted the edges to have the wood look. So here I'm going to use some Mod Podge to seal around the painter's tape so that the white paint won't bleed up under the tape. I seen somebody on TikTok do this and it works. So I used the Waverly chalk paint and Snow White to go ahead and paint my board white, and you could have done this different ways. I wanted my letters to be white, which you could have just used white vinyl, but I didn't have any white permanent vinyl. I think my vinyl was removable, so I had to come up with something, and I didn't want to go out and buy anything. Alright, so after I did about 2 coats of the white paint and let it dry, I went ahead and lined up my letters just to make sure that I have everything kind of even on the board. And I did like my own little stuff as far as like getting a pen, trying to mark certain spots or whatever. And after I got all the paper and stuff on the board, I went ahead and peeled away the excess vinyl. So right here, y'all, I'm struggling with this strong grip transfer paper. I don't know what made me pick up that. I don't even know. Like I said, I got a lot of supplies that just sitting around. But next time, I ain't gonna buy no strong grip transfer paper because y'all, it took me forever. So anyway, I'm going ahead and peeling off the excess vinyl, and then I'm gonna get ready to paint over that with black paint. So this is how it looked after I peeled off all of the excess vinyl. And like I said, if you wanted to use vinyl, you could just use the permanent vinyl as your letters, and this would have literally been your last step, of course using the same color. But anyway, I went ahead and used the Mod Podge to seal around the letters so the black paint, when I get ready to paint over, won't bleed up under the letters. So it's the next day and I'm just inspecting the board, and right here you can see how the piece of vinyl is coming up, but I'm just going to paint a certain way so the paint won't go up under the vinyl. Alright y'all, so I went ahead and painted 2 coats of black paint, and after the last coat dried, I went ahead and started weeding out the vinyl, and I think they call it reverse weeding. I'm not sure y'all. Like I said, this is like my second time doing a welcome door sign, and I'll show y'all a picture of the first one. But anyway, yeah, and I've seen this on, I don't know, I seen this somewhere and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it this way. Y'all, this is the most satisfying part for me, just to weed away and see my project come to life. I made this door sign for my cousin, and usually I just do crafts and stuff for myself, but since she asked, I went ahead and did it, and I love the way I did it, y'all. I also added my little touch on it. Instead of a O or like the wreath O that everybody uses, I just put a heart. I didn't see many like that. I'm pretty sure somebody else did it too, but I'm just saying I wanted to add my own little touch on it, and that's what I decided to do. So after I removed the painter's tape, I was so in love with this door sign. And then I added the polyacrylic, and this is where I knew when I messed up. Because I paused, and y'all gonna see me pause right now. And I immediately was like, no, no way. But what happened was, but anyway, what happened was the black paint started smearing into the white letters. And I could have cried a little bit in the inside, but I was just like, okay, I don't know. I just didn't know. So I was just went ahead and put it on there, and it still came out pretty nice. So if y'all know like what I did wrong, I'm thinking maybe because I used the chalk paint instead of the regular acrylic paint. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is how the board looked. It was still wet. It wasn't dry. Y'all, I absolutely fell in love with this welcome sign, and I almost kept it. But I am going to be making me a welcome sign for my front porch. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to see how that turns out. All right, this is the finished look, and I did make my bowl off camera. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos to see how that was made, and I absolutely love it, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and definitely share. Make sure you come back to see how my welcome sign turns out. Bye, y'all.